Hello everyone, this is Vishal and in this video we will see DDL command of MySQL. Now what is DDL? DDL means data definition language command. This part of MySQL command permits to create and delete a table in a database, and it also used to define indices keys, specifies links between different tables and imposes constant. अब ये constant क्या होता है? So like primary key, not null, and uniques are known as constant, which we can define in a table. An example of DDL commands in MySQL are, they are like create database, create table command, alter table command, drop table command. One by one we will see each and every command. So let's continue with the first command, that is create database command. Now before creating a table, we first create a database. As we know, under a database we create a table, so first we will learn how to create a database. So to create a database we will give create database command. Now what is the syntax for create database command? The syntax is create database and the name of the database, then semicolon. The first command to create a database is, you have to write create database and the name of the database. So we are taking the first name, that is school. Okay, school, and then semicolon. Now as you can see here, create database and the name of the database, that is school, and then semicolon. To end any statement in MySQL we use semicolon. Okay, now just press enter. So as you can see here, it is saying query OK, one row affected. It means our database named school is created. As this statement gets executed, a database with name school is created on system. Okay, अब ये system पे create हो चुका है. So you may give any name of the database. आप कोई भी नाम दे सकते हो, ऐसा कोई boundaries नहीं है. Using a database, the syntax of use database is use and the name of the database, then semicolon. Let's write the statement. So we will say use what we have created here, that is a school, the name of the database. So we will write the same, that is school and semicolon. Let's press enter. Now as you can see, it is saying database changed. Now we are under this school database. Okay, now we can use this school database and we can create whatever we want. Viewing the current database, we must know which database we are currently working in. To see the name of the current database we use select command. So what is the syntax of select command? We have to write select database and then semicolon. So let's see how to write this. Select database, parenthesis, open and close, semicolon, enter. Now to view in which database we are, or in the current database, we can use the select database command, and as you can see, it is showing database school. Creating a table. Now as we have seen how to create a database, how to use a database, and how to select a database, our next step is to see how to create a table in a database. So to create a table under a database, create table statement is used. Now what is the syntax for create table? So the syntax is create table, then the table name, and under the parenthesis we have to define column name and their data types, and then semicolon. Now let's take one example. Let's create a simple table named learner with two columns like roll number and name in a school database. Now to do this, the following statement is used. We will have to write create table learner, create table learner, come to the next line by pressing enter, open the parenthesis, write roll number, then the data type for the column, that will be integer. You can write int or integer, then comma, space, and write the next column name, that is name. Okay, and give the data type for this also, that will be varchar, and define the size, that will be 25. You can define whatever size you want for your particular column and just close the parenthesis and semicolon and just press the enter key. Then you will see one line that will say query OK, 0 row affected. It means our table learner is created. Okay, now if you want to add constant in a table, okay, now what are constant होते क्या है? So MySQL provides some rules. Okay, MySQL provides some rules called constant, which help us to some extent ensure validity of the data. Now if you want a column in which you don't want any kind of repetition, like roll number, that will be different for everyone, so you can define primary key for that particular column. The constant which we can add in our table are, the first one is primary key. Now why this primary key is used? Primary key set a column or a group of column as primary key of the table. It means nulls and duplicate values in this columns will not be accepted. Okay, then not null makes sure that nulls are not accepted in the specified column. Null means empty value. Okay, foreign key, data will be accepted in this column if the same data value exists in a column in another related table. I have explained about this earlier also in the previous video. What are foreign key? You can go and see there. This other related table name and column name are specified while creating the foreign key constant. Now unique, the next constant is unique. Unique makes sure that duplicate values in the specified columns are not accepted. Okay, let's create some more table with primary key and not null constant. Here we will see two examples, the first one with shoes table and the second one with bills table, and we will apply not null and primary key constant to different columns of the table. Let's take the first example, that is shoes table. So to create a table shoes, we have to give a command, that is create table command, create table shoes. Then we have to define the name of the columns. Okay, let's say the first one is code and the data type is car. Okay, the data type is car and the size is 4. Now column, now give the comma and give the next column name, that is name. Okay, name, and the data type will be varchar, variable character, and the size will be 20. You can give according to you. Then the next is type and the data type is varchar and the size will be 10. Again comma, and the next column is size and the data type is integer, that is int, and the size will be 2, comma, and the next column is cost, column of field is cost and the data type is decimal and the size 6.2. okay, we are giving the decimal points also, like 2 decimal point, then comma, and the next is margin and the data type for this will be decimal and 4,2, and the last field is quantity. Okay, the last field is quantity and the data type will be integer with size 4 and close the parenthesis and then semicolon. With this line of statements we can create a table named shoes with different column like code, name, type, size, cost, margin and quantity. Now what if we want a column in which no duplicate value must be there? So we can assign a code as a primary key. Now how we can do that? So for that we can bring our cursor here and we can define code as a primary key. Okay, we can define code as a primary key. Now how we can do that? So we need to write here that code, then data type, then we have to define primary key. Okay, as we have written this, we can define code as a primary key, and then in a table no user will be able to write a duplicate value in that particular column or field. Now the other way to create a primary key is you can write at the end. Okay, you can write at the end of all the columns. It means you can write here as a, you can write here primary key, and under the parenthesis you can say what is the name of the column, that is code. Okay, now in this way also you can create this code as a primary key. Now how we can define not null constant? Now many times there are some columns of a table in which null value should not be accepted. It means वहाँ पे empty नहीं हो सकता, खाली नहीं रख सकते. So what we can do, we can define not null constant. Now how we can define not null constant? Simply we need to go to that particular column in which we have to define a not null constant. Like here is size. Okay, here the size of shoes as a field is here, and we have to define not null. So we can write just not null, and then this particular column of field size will not accept empty value for particular column. Okay, now in this way we can create our table with primary key and not null. So let's press enter. Now you will see query okay, 0 row affected. Now let's create another table, that is table bills, that is our second example, with primary key and not null constant. So how we can do that? So let's say create table bills and come to the next column, write the first one, that is order underscore number. Okay, then the data type for this will be integer and the size will be 4. We can define the primary key as the order number is must for every bill, then comma, then customer code, customer underscore code. The data type for this will be varchar. Okay, the size will be 4, comma, or we can give this also as a primary key, comma, bill underscore amount. The data type for this will be decimal, and the 8,2. Okay, 8 digit and decimal points 2. Now close the parenthesis and semicolon. Now with this statement we can create a table named bills with different column name like order number, customer code and bill amount. Now we will get an error like multiple primary keys are defined, as we have defined in order number also and in customer code also. Now the reason is that MySQL interpret this statement as if we are trying to create two primary key of the table, order number and customer code. Now to set this combination of columns, a primary key we have to enter the statement as follow. Now how we can enter the statement? Now for this, what we can do, we have to remove this primary key from here, okay, and from here also. Now what we can do here, we will go at the last and we will write primary key, okay, and under the parenthesis we will say what, order underscore number comma, okay, and customer underscore code, okay. Now this will create order number and customer code as a primary key, and no warning will be there after this statement, as we have created order number and customer code at the last as a primary key. And one more thing, we have one field that is bill amount, and we want this bill amount as a not null constant. So what we can do, we just have to write not null to create this field as a not null constant, okay. Now with this we have completed, and just press the enter key to create a table. Now it is saying that query okay, 0 row affected, means this table is created. Now if we try to enter a null in the specified column, okay, MySQL will reject the entry and give an error. वहाँ पे वो क्या देगा, एक error देगा that आप not null constant आप अगर एंटर करोगे यहाँ पे इस बिल अमाउंट के लिए और यहाँ पे इस साइज के लिए, तो ये आपको क्या करेगा, एक एरर बताएगा. और इफ यू विल enter any duplicate value for this code column and for this order number and this customer code column, so it is going to give an error, then duplicate value is entered. Now as we have created a table, so how we can see the table? So there is a command to see the table or to view the table in a database. There is a command that is show tables command, okay. There is a command that is known as show tables command. Now when we press the enter key, it is going to show us the different table created by us, that is bills, learner and shoes, okay. Now if we need to see the structure of the table, okay, if we need to see the structure of the table, what we can do, we can give a command that is describe, okay. We can give a command that is describe to see the structure of the table. So let's say DESC, you can use, okay, you can use DESC or describe. Let's see one by one. DESC bills, okay, DESC bills and semicolon. When we press enter, now we will see the structure of bills table, like order number, its data type is integer and it's a primary key. Customer code, its data type is varchar and primary key, and bill amount is decimal. Now if we need to see another table, that is shoes table, so what we can say, as I said, we can write describe, 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 and the name of the table, so that is shoes, okay, and call semicolon, enter. What's the problem? Okay, we have not written R here, so DESCRIBE, describe shoes and semicolon. Now it is going to show the structure of the shoes table, that is code as the primary key, name, type, size, cost, margin, quantity, modifying the structure of the table. Now as if we have created different tables, okay, as if we have created different tables, what we can do here, we can modify the existing table, okay, we can modify the existing table. Now how we can do that? So when we create a table, we define its structure as we have defined here also. We can also change its structure, that is we can add, remove or change its column. Now how we can do that? We can use it with alter table statement. The syntax for alter table is alter table, the name of the table, add or drop what we have to do, then column name and its data type, then semicolon. Okay, with this we can write, and in the place of add or drop we can write the next syntax also, like alter table, table name, modify, and column name, and the new definition means whatever data type you want to give, and then semicolon. Now alter table is used to add a constant, okay, to remove a constant, to remove a column from the table, or to modify a table column. Now if we want to add a column named games in a student table, so we can use alter table command to add column named games in that particular existing table. So let's first describe the table student. Okay, now here we don't have a column named games, so we can add it by using the alter table command. We can write alter table student, the name of the table, add what, games. Okay, add games, and the data type will be varchar, and the size will be 20. Okay, now just press the enter key. Now as it is saying that query okay, 0 row affected, record 0, duplicate 0, warning 0. Now to check the structure of the table, that the new column games is added or not, we will again write DESC and the name of the table and then semicolon. Now as you can see, the column named games was not here, but after this, after the execution of this statement, we have successfully added column named games here. Now the next one, if you need to modify the data type, if you need to modify the data type, that is varchar into different data type, that is games. Now that also is possible with the alter table statement. We have to just write alter table and name of the table, that is a student. We have to write modify in the place of add and drop. We have to write modify. What we have to modify? We have to modify the name column games. We have to modify the column name, that is games. Now the data type will be integer and semicolon. Just press enter. Now it will say okay, record 0, duplicate 0, and warning 0, and query is okay. Now again let's describe the table, whether it is changed or not. So we will say DESC what, student. Okay, semicolon, enter. Now as you can see, the games was having data type, that is varchar here, and it is changed to integer. Now the next one is, if you need to delete a particular column, like again let's take this one, that is games. Now if you want to delete this particular column named games, so what you can do, you can just write alter table, name of the table, that is a student, drop. Okay, now what you have to drop, or which column you have to drop? The name of the column is games and semicolon. Now just press the enter key and you will see that it is saying query okay, 0 affected. Now again let's check, let's describe the table, that is a student. Press the enter key. Now as you can see, the column named games is removed from this table. Add, modify and remove constant. If we have created a table without specifying any primary key, we are having a permission that we can still specify its primary key by using the command, that is alter table command. Okay, suppose if we have created a shoes table without specifying any primary key, as you can see here, no primary key is available here, then later we can enter the statement as follow. I have just removed this code as a primary key. Earlier we have added it as a primary key, but for this tutorial, but for explaining only, I have removed this primary key from here. So to add a primary key in an existing table, what we can use a alter table command. We just have to pass a statement, that is alter table shoes, okay, and add. What we have to add? We have to add a primary key to the field, that is code, close the parenthesis, then semicolon, press enter key. Now here it will say that query OK. It means now this particular statement has added code as a primary key. Now let's again describe the shoes table. Now as you can see, primary key is again available here. This particular statement will set the code column as the primary key of the table, but if the code column already contains some duplicate value, okay, it means if a user has entered any kind of data in that particular table, and if you are trying to add primary key in such column where duplicate values are there, then the statement will give an error. Now the other thing is, in MySQL it is also possible to change the primary key of a table. Suppose in the shoes table, in this particular table, instead of this column code, we want to set the combination of name and size as the primary key. For this, what we have to do? We have to remove this. We have to drop this particular primary key of this column code, okay, and then add a new primary key, that is name and size. So how to do it? Let's see the practical. We will write alter table shoes, drop primary key, semicolon. Now this statement will drop the primary key for the shoes table. Now we can add the primary key as follow. Now to see whether the primary key is removed or not, we have to just describe, okay, the shoes table. Now as you can see, the primary key is removed. Now you can write another statement to add name and size as the primary key. So how we can write that? We will have to just say alter table shoes. We have to write add what? Primary key and the column name. The first column name is name and the next is size, okay. Now as you can see, it is saying query OK. It means this particular statement has added name and size column as a primary key. Now to see that the combination of name and size is added as a primary key, you just have to write describe shoes, okay. Now this will describe the table, and you can see here that name is a primary key and size is also a primary key, okay. I hope this is clear. Now deleting the structure of the table. Now sometimes there is a requirement to remove a table from the database. In such cases, we don't want only to delete the data from the table, but we want to delete the table itself. Now which command is used to delete the table? So there is a command, that is drop table, okay. Drop table command is used to delete the table from the database. Now let's see how many tables we are having in a database. So we will write show tables. Now as you can see, we are having different tables like bills, learners, orders, shoes and students. We are going to remove this orders table from a particular database. So we will write a statement, that is drop table and the name of the table. So which table we want to remove? We want to remove this orders table. So we will write this orders and semicolon. Now this particular statement is going to remove this orders table from our database. Just press the enter key and it will say query OK, 0 row affected. Now to see whether the table is removed or not, we have to just pass the statement again, show tables and semicolon, press the enter key. Now you can see here that the orders table is removed from our database, okay, is removed from our database, that is school. Now I hope you have understood these all statements, and thank you.